How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Patrick Schutt. I am 21 years old, based in Boise, Idaho. So before I get into this video, I just want to take this time to ask if you would please smash that subscribe button and hit the notification bell to know when my videos get posted. I would greatly appreciate it so much. So in today's video, I am going to be talking about the top 5 things that I wish that I stopped sooner, or not even just that, just 5 things that I wish I didn't even do at all. So let's get right into it. Coming in at number 1, we have procrastinating. I used to be the biggest procrastinator anyone could ever imagine of. I used to procrastinate homework. I used to procrastinate going to see my friends, go to the gym, go to swim practice. I used to be a competitive swimmer. I used to really procrastinate that. I used to really procrastinate every single thing in my life because I always believed that I would be at my very best. I would do my best if I just saved it for the last minute, if I saved it to the very end and just not have to worry about the stress of starting it earlier and just making my life that much easier. But I soon learned that once I decided to just start, say, a YouTube video, nowadays I'm speaking a YouTube video, or go to the gym like when I say I'm going to, I find that to be so much better and just so much more useful in my life. And I honestly just wish I learned that when I was still in high school and when I was still just out doing everything that I do in life. I just wish that I stopped procrastinating a lot sooner, but all in all, I just wish that I never procrastinated to begin with. It is not good. It's not gonna make your life easier. It's just gonna make your life harder. So if any of you out there are procrastinators, don't be a procrastinator. Now the next thing is complaining. Just like procrastinating, I used to be the biggest complainer on the entire planet. I would complain about every little detail, every little thing, up to the big things. Obviously, I would always make excuses. I would always just be like, oh my God, why? Like, I would just sound all whiny and nasally like Lois Griffin from Family Guy.
God, is that what my voice sounds like? It's all whiny and nasally.
I never got anything good out of complaining. I would always it made every situation that I was in a little bit worse than it already was, and I just didn't find myself getting better as a person, and I just found myself not really living up to what I am supposed to be living up to, and I just found that, like I said, complaining is just a horrible asset to my life. And one day I just decided that, hey, it's time to stop complaining. It's time to just take responsibility for your own actions. Whatever the outcome of whatever you're in is, just accept it. And there is no reason to have to complain. There's no reason to have to keep making excuses off of that complaint that you're going off of. So when I stopped complaining, it just made my life that much easier, and I really think that complaining is just not okay. Every now and then, I will admit, I still have like slight times that I just want to complain about certain things, but in the end, I know that it's not the right thing to do, and I know that it would not benefit myself if I were to do that. So just me stopping complaining completely has been the greatest thing. And now the third thing is being scared of failure. I wish this was something that I just did not have to feel at all. I used to be deathly horrified of everything, especially when it came to everything that I would do in my life, and going back to my swimming career, my athletic career, my weightlifting journey, just every type of thing just like that. I was always scared of failures, and I was always scared of stepbacks, and I was just scared that if I didn't do well the first time, that it would not go that's the end. That's just the end, and I would never have to, and I wouldn't be capable of doing it ever again. But a better example, actually, other than my athletic career, that I've really struggled with when it came to failure, is my YouTube career. There have been many stepbacks. There have been many times where I just thought that I was failing because, like how every YouTuber, when they're starting out, their subscriber count is super low, and it's just impossible to be in that 2 or 1% that has that one video that just makes them blown up instantly. And as much as I dream for that, and even though I don't have that, I have always just kind of had that in the back of my head that I feel like I'm a failure because I'm not excelling, I'm not progressing the way I would hope. And one day I just was like, okay, thinking that is not gonna help. Thinking that is just gonna make things worse. It's gonna make you just feel absolutely horrible in the end. And that's when I just decided to just completely acknowledge that I am good with that where I'm at. I am in a good position. I am okay. I am going to keep getting better and better day after day. And one day I will be in the spot where I want to be. And there are going to be lots of failures and there's going to be lots of step backs that would make me think otherwise, but that's just all part of the process. And that's what like I said, that's what I learned, and that's what I realized pretty recent, honestly, too. So I just wish that I never thought that I was a failure. Things would be a lot different, I know, but you know, we all think that at times, and that's completely okay, but it's best to just try your best to just realize that everything that you're worried about failing is going to be for a good cause. It's leading you to something really good, and I can guarantee you from personal experience that if you don't think that anymore, as much as it's hard to, it is going to change so much, and it is going to impact your life. It's going to make everything just that much better. The important thing to always remember is if you're scared of failing, the worst thing that you could do is just not try anyways. That's just the one thing that would honestly make you seem like a failure, is just not trying. Whether it's your first time doing something or like your 100th time doing something, you have to try. You have to at least try, no matter how the outcome is. You have that to be grateful for. You have that to think about, and that does not make you a failure. Honestly, I was like really debating this on making this another fact, and I was because it's a very touchy subject, and I occasionally get very uncomfortable talking about it, but I feel the need that I must share it. So coming in at number 4, another thing that I wish I stopped sooner, but also wish that I never did at all, was watch porn. It messed me up when I was younger. When I watched it the first time, I got hooked like that. Literally, the things you hear about porn being like a drug is true. I got so addicted to porn. Like when I was, from the ages of like 14 and a half, 15 years old to about when I was 18, I watched porn multiple times a day. Every single day, Monday through Sunday, I would watch porn. I would go on every single website and just discover new porn. And it was so like, all I could think about was like watching people have sex and watching people do stuff that I thought was real. Honestly, when I was younger, I thought it was real, like real people and real, like, well, obviously it was real people, but like real intimate connection type of deal. And like later on I learned that, I was like, oh my God, it shocked my whole world basically. But the point is, porn took over my life for a majority of the years in my teen years, and I just wish that at the very least, I just hardly would watch it. But no, I was very addicted to it, like I just said, and I stopped because I stopped for a little bit. I got into this relationship when I was 17 and a half, up until like I was about 18 and a half. No, like a couple months before I turned 19, basically. And I stopped watching porn throughout that time and there, because obviously porn is like cheating. I think porn is cheating. If you're in a relationship, you watch porn while you're with somebody, I technically think that's cheating. It might not be physical, but you are thinking about like having sex with other girls while you're with somebody, and that's, in my opinion, a big no-no. But after that relationship, I got right back into porn for another year or so. And it was just awful. It was very hard to like not want to watch it. It was very like, it just kept grabbing me and just wanting to suck me into like the porn universe, the pornscape. If you watch Big Mouth, then you get that reference. But all in all, I just wish that I never watched porn in the first place, and I cannot be any more grateful that I do not want to even think about porn ever again, especially even if I wasn't in the current relationship that I am in now. I am glad that I don't watch it anymore, and I am glad that I don't think about it. I am glad that it doesn't affect me the way it used to, and that is something I would have put that as my number 1 thing, but honestly, no, I didn't want to just jump into that, because that would have been way too much right off the bat. So that is definitely my number 4 spot of things that I wish that I stopped sooner, or honestly, the thing that I just wish that I never did in the first place. And now the last thing that I wish I stopped sooner was tolerating toxic friends and toxic relationships. I think we've all gone through that part in our lives where we've had like people that are just complete assholes, you know, like they're talking smack about other people, they're negative all the time, they use you, they manipulate you, all this horrible stuff. We've all had friends like that, and we used to just be like, maybe I might be wrong, maybe there are some people that see this that weren't ever like that. Good thing for you, good thing, don't ever be like that. But for those of us that are, I used to be major. I used to think that I deserve friends that talk crap about other people, and like, just were complete assholes, like I just said. I used to tolerate that. I used to think that those are the types of friends that will help you get far in life. You know, those are the types of friends that are good to have around. And I was like in high school and stuff. The friends I have now are not like that whatsoever, but like some of the people I had in high school, and they, big no-no, cut them off right after I graduated. But I could not be more grateful, and I could not be happier to be surrounded by people that are nice, surrounded by people that lift me up, that motivate me, that are captivating and are very sympathetic and very overall great people. And I just wish that I knew that when I was in high school and beyond that. I wish that I didn't allow people that were bad basically into my life, and I wish that I knew my worth. I wish I knew that I deserved better friends and I deserved better relationships too. I've had relationships in the past where they were just awful women. Like there was one I was in, like my second longest one. The one I'm in right now is the longest, but the second longest one that I was ever in, it was very toxic, and I don't want to go into all the details about all the terrible things that she did to me, but I tolerated it, you see, and I thought that that's what I deserved, but I realized that I deserve better, and I deserve great things and great people in my life. And like I said, I just wish that was something that I stopped sooner, was tolerating very toxic people and allowing them to be into my life. And if you're somebody that's like that, please do not let toxic people into your life, and do not, if you have someone that's toxic in your life right now, drop them. It is going to do you so much good. It doesn't matter if they've been your friend for the longest time. If they're a terrible person, it is not worth being friends with them anymore. It doesn't matter if you've just became friends with them or if you've been friends with them for a lifetime. You need to know your worth, and you need to set your boundaries of what you want as a friend. And trust me, that'll go a very long way. And I really hope that, and I really wish each and every one of you that watch this the best friends and the best relationships and anything else there is to offer, just the best. So that's all I have to say for my top 5 things that I just wish that I stopped sooner or just didn't do at all. If anybody that watches this video has something that they wish that they stopped sooner or just completely didn't do at all and feel comfortable sharing with it, please drop a comment down below and just express how it made you feel, and just express the benefits of why you stopped and just everything there is to talk about it. I would absolutely love to hear your feedback and what you have to say. Make sure to smash that like button if you haven't already, and help this video get out there more. Like I said at the very beginning, I would greatly appreciate it, more than you could ever know. And that's it for this video. I hope all of you guys have a wonderful rest of your day or a wonderful rest of your night, wherever you are around the world, whenever you end up watching this. And I will see you guys really soon for the next video, so stay tuned. Peace out.